Ladies and gentlemen, we're going live at the L&T Finance Race 25 with none other than the man himself, Mr. Sudipta Roy. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
My first question to you is, how exactly is L&T Finance bringing about that paradigm shift in the AI ecosystem for the entire financial sector?
See, we started very, very early because, if you see, the introduction of AI, especially the Gen AI area, it started sometime around 2022. And we really started our journey early in 2023 in terms of ideation, but really in terms of implementation that started to picking up speed in 24. We told the organizations, especially our data science and technology and some of our business teams, that start with solving small problems, right? So we took very, very small problems, small but high impact problems, and a multiple number of them, right? So obviously the momentum within the organization grew, and obviously we democratized AI within the organization. In fact, we held AI classes for our entire top management. We actually made them sit in a classroom, actually do prompt engineering, prompt coding themselves, build small tools themselves, working tools themselves, so that this sort of the ethos of using the AI tool spread throughout the organization. And then, in the latter part of 24, when the big solutions started coming, or Cyclops, or Credit Engine, then later this year, Nostradamus, which is our automated portfolio engine, Helios, which are automated AI copilot. So the big solutions started coming later after that. So we started small and snowballed into big things.
It's quite fascinating to see how the smallest of changes, like you said, snowball into the biggest of high impact outcomes for organizations. What exactly do you think will be the harbinger of deployment of AI? What trends will be the drivers that will help organizations deploy AI that can deliver the outcomes?
So the first obviously is making hard jobs easier, right? So that's the first use case, right? Or making jobs which humans can't sort of physically do, right? Much, much more easier. For example, I'll give you a simple example. For example, Helios, which are SME AI copilot for underwriting. An average underwriter takes about 6 to 7 hours to underwrite a SME file by looking at the bank statement, by looking at the credit bureau records, doing a personal discussion with the customer. After we deployed the copilot last month, that 6-hour time frame has crashed to 30 minutes, right? So it has made a harder job easier. The second thing is that, when we underwrite complex cases and we want to use huge sets of data, it's not humanly possible to do that, but the tool allows us to do that, and it actually continues to do that non-stop. So basically it makes human impossible tasks possible. And last but not the least, it is a 24/7 on machine. For example, in Nostradamus, which is our automated portfolio management engine, it monitors the portfolio literally 24/7, right? Which is again humanly not possible to do. So obviously there are pockets, in which you can do. But the other thing is that small tasks, small automation tasks, small mundane routine jobs, that also can be done using AI. In fact, what we have done is that we rolled out a program called Empower AI within the organization and opened it to all our employees, saying that build small solutions and demonstrate how you're using AI in your regular work life. And you wouldn't believe, a fraud risk manager from I think Siwan or maybe Muzaffarpur in Bihar, actually he used to get a lot of fraud alerts, right? Some of them were sort of garbage alerts because the system throws out a lot of alerts. He actually built an AI tool to push all these alerts through and actually distill those 2 or 3 alerts that he needs to focus on. And he is doing it in the field. So basically this is how things snowball, and we are giving all our employees the tools. All our employees have access to Gemini, and frankly we are seeing the sort of the culture of using AI in the regular work developed within the organization.
It's quite fascinating to see how the entire shift is being powered simply by a mindset change. Having said that, you've been the brainchild behind RAISE. We've seen RAISE 24, we're seeing RAISE 25. What has changed and how?
RAISE 25 is much, much larger. RAISE 24 was an initial, I would say, moonshot for us because, we all know GFF, right? But GFF is very, very wide, right? There is no focused and BFSI sort of event focused on AI. And Mumbai being the financial capital of the country, we thought that there should be a focused AI event in the BFSI sector. And we decided that this was a vacant space, so let's not take the lead, let's take the lead. So we made the step in 2024. 2024, it was a blowout success compared to what sort of the estimations that we had. And this year we have spent a lot of time in curating the content, getting the best possible speakers from overseas, and again both the tracks, the tech track as well as, and we have added Pitch Point this year, which is our AI startup competition. 246 startups applied to become two in the competition. Finally, two of them won, and I think the two won who are amazingly good solutions that they have developed. So overall, we have had about 3,500 people drop in physically, about 2,500 of them join online. So this year it has been much better than last year.
And phenomenal at that. We're all looking forward to how Race 26 happens and what exactly do we witness
It
there.
scares me because we have been setting the bar higher with every passing year. So Race 24 definitely needs to be bigger and better. And the speed at which this sector is moving, there is a lot that will happen in the next 12 months. And I'm sure we'll be back with Race 26, which will be bigger and better.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for this conversation.
Thank you so much.